damn dirty ape!
What's up, everybody? As you can tell by the title, this is my top 10 apes from Rise to Kingdom. Now, I know a lot of you are going to disagree, and quite frankly, to be honest with you, I actually cannot wait to see how y'all disagree, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people not going to like my list. Before we hop into the number 10, I want you to go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and wait for more videos to come out. With that being said, that brings us to our number 10, Blue Eyes. Now, if you watch Planet of the Apes, you know who Blue Eyes is. And if you don't, I'm just go ahead and tell you. He's the eldest son of Caesar. Him and his mother did get, unalived at the beginning of war by the colonel, because the colonel thought Blue Eyes was Caesar. He mistakenly shot Blue Eyes. I mean, he probably would have shot Blue Eyes regardless. My number 9 is Proximus. Now, I know. He was a good villain. He was a good character. He did get, if he is dead, he did get killed fairly early in a series, I would say. He probably should never died in Kingdom, but since he did, I guess he's not the main villain. But the reason why he's my number 9 is simply because I don't really relate to villains. I don't really root for villains. If I ever root for a villain, he must be that guy. But number 8 is Cobra. Yes, pretty much the same reason why I put Proximus at number 9, because I don't really care for the villain. I don't root for the villain unless it's that guy. But I will say that Cobra is still an intriguing and interesting villain. He's probably even a top 10 villain in the 21st century, in my opinion. But yeah, he's just not better than the rest of the people on the list, in my opinion.
Caesar, weak. Cobra, weaker.
Number 7, the one that speaks the truth, Raka. Now, Raka is another character that I hope that isn't dead, because we don't know too much about Raka, other than he knows the true word of Caesar, and he was on a council of other apes that knew the true words of Caesar. So let's hope at the end of the credits that when we heard that heavy breathing from a ape, that was the orangutan Raka, because we really do need Raka back in the series, because just we need more of Raka.
I have a name. May.
Now that brings us to my number 6, Buck. Now a lot of people say Buck is either overrated or just he don't get the respect he needs. But in my opinion, I feel like 6 is a good spot for Buck, because without what Buck did, we would have never have been here in Kingdom. If he didn't sacrifice himself for Caesar, we would not be here. Also, if he never helped Caesar make Rocket submit at the facility, we wouldn't have Rocket, a good ride or die like Rocket. And yes, we still probably wouldn't be here at Kingdom. None of that stuff on the bridge in San Francisco would have happened if Buck didn't help Caesar get pretty much all the apes. So we are at my number 5, Maurice. Maurice, we know Maurice, he was the one who understood Caesar, but he also understood that apes were not that smart. But without Maurice, a lot of things would have happened. Maurice just got my respect, honestly. I feel like there's not too much to say about what he did. You already know what he did, but he just got my respect because he was always that reminder to Caesar of who Caesar was. If Caesar was going off the deep end, he would pull Caesar back and tell Caesar, come on, man, that's not who you are. But in war, Caesar didn't listen. He should have listened.
Caesar did for us.
So my number 4, Rocket. Now Rocket, we all know, if you watch Rise, and if you didn't watch Rise, we know that Rocket wasn't always a Caesar guy. It did take Buck to help him submit. It did take Caesar getting the drug to make them smarter and pretty much make Rocket respect him more. And the stuff that Caesar did against the humans in the facility just got some more points on him from Rocket. That brings us into my number 3. Now, I know a lot of y'all not gonna like the fact that I pick Noah for my number 3, but hear me out. I feel like the fact that he doesn't know too much and he's kind of ignorant to the world, that brings him depth. And a main character having depth and the ability to learn and grow is great for the plot. Even if the plot and the overall pacing of a movie is kind of like bad, the main character being the standout and bringing things together is really good for a movie. You could disagree, but in my opinion, I think that's really good for a movie. I think when a plot is weak from the beginning and then the main character is just super strong, not like in strength terms, but like a super strong character when it comes to characteristics and depth, I think it helps the writers and director kind of find ways to bring the start of that bad plot to a better position based on that main character. So I think Noah being a new main character and him not knowing anything and him trusting certain individuals, I feel like will bring the movie some good justice. I know the Kingdom wasn't the best movie, but I really liked it. I think it was a decent 8 out of 10. That brings us over to the GOAT himself, number 2, Caesar. Now I get like, what, Caesar's not number 1, but you'll see why he's not number 1 in a minute. Just in a minute. You might disagree even, but he's not number 1. I don't have to say too much about Caesar because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we are. And you know, he also has help, but the Apes wouldn't be where they are if it wasn't for Caesar. Like they wouldn't be as advanced if it wasn't for Caesar. We can't forget about Will, and we can't forget Bright Eyes. We can't forget about her and Caesar's dad, wherever he's at. Caesar is the GOAT.
Apes! Do not want war, but will fight if we must.
That brings us to our number 1, the only person, the only ape, the only one that could beat Caesar out of his number 1 spot, Bad Ape. Do I have to say too much about it, Bad Ape? I don't think I do. I don't think I have to say too much about Bad Ape. Bad Ape is that guy, and simply why he's my number 1 is because he's just a very likable character. He can be funny and he can be helpful at the same time, but he don't know that he's funny. He's just naturally funny like that. And Bad Ape is a really good character. I hope in Kingdom we have another ape, not a human, but like another ape in that matter. That's kind of like Bad Ape, not a carbon copy of him, just another type of Bad Ape. You know, we need some more humor from a character, not just from a dialogue. You know, that would be so good for the franchise and series. Yeah, he don't have to be the Bad Ape. The Bad Ape character don't have to be there throughout the whole series, but bringing a character like that back, not him exactly, but bringing a character like him into the series would be really good for the series, in my opinion.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Okay.
But yes, that is my top 10 ape. I hope I didn't misspeak or anything throughout the video. I want to just ask again, may you like and sub. And if you disagree, go ahead and comment. If you agree, go ahead and comment. Just leave a comment below and I'll interact back. But yes, that is my video. That is my top 10. And all I gotta say is thank you for making this far in the video. Peace.